Don McLaughlin, regional, North Atlanta Church of Christ, one of the largest churches of Christ with the name still on it, in Atlanta, put in a piano several years ago. We had a guy that drove here from Atlanta to be baptized because he learned the truth from us, and then he decided to go to North Atlanta. He had been with Creflo Dollar. He converted out of that, decided to obey the gospel. In his mind, he ends up in a Christian church, basically what it is, Don McLaughlin. And so, to make matters worse, on the same lectureship is 71st annual lectures at Pepperdine. You end up having Amy McLaughlin. Let me see if I can bring this back down and get it back up. Just a second here. Amy McLaughlin, who's she? She's Don's daughter. What does she do? Well, she's a preacher, don't you know? BJ, are you in fellowship with Don McLaughlin? Well, no. Well, Bruce McClarty is. Bruce McCarty's bragging about going over there and being on that lectureship. Well, here we go. 71st annual. Look there. Rubel Shelly on the 71st annual 2014 with Bruce McClarty. Why don't y'all just go ahead and have Rubel on the lectureship at Freed-Hardeman? If you're going to go and be on the same programs with him, what's the difference? There really is no difference. Nobody's correcting anybody in any of this. Now, here's the time where let me just do this. Let me slow this down just a second. Sometimes it's just really important for you to make sure that you saw something. Where's Rubel Shelly living in 2014? Rochester Hills, Michigan. That don't mean nothing to me. Well, I can't help it. You ought to know something about where Rubel Shelly is. Why? Rubel Shelly's not involved with us. Oh, yeah? He's on the same lectureship with Bruce McClarty, and Bruce McClarty's over here. He was the president of Harding. Now he's on staff at Freed-Hardeman, and he's on the same lectureship with B.J. Clark and Phil Sanders and many other of these individuals. I'm just getting these two because they actually are hurting my association with brethren that I've been with for a long time. And somebody's got you convinced, and here's how they're doing it. They're doing it with these persuasive techniques that are found in oral communication books. They're sneaking. They're deceiving you. And you're actually saying, well, you know, if I listen to you, Johnny, we're going to have to start moving. Yeah, sometimes you do have to start moving against these things. Rochester, Michigan. What does that mean? Nothing to me. Well, look at this. This is 2016. This is Faulkner University, and they have hired John Tyson. Where was John Tyson before he came to be hired at Faulkner University? Look here. Prior to his appointment at Rochester College, Rubel Shelly left Rochester College in 2013. Mike Tyson. John Tyson is an individual that is in full fellowship with Rubel Shelly. And now he's working for Faulkner University to raise money for them. Now, how's that work? See, all of y'all are infected by this, and you're not paying attention. I'm saying take this in. I will name this video somewhere or other. It will have Rochester College marries Faulkner. How about that? And then all you have to do is tell your friend, you got to watch this because Johnny brought all of this out so easily, so simple. We were all thinking about how smooth these guys are. And this has been up in front of you since 2016. We've been running this. And you might say, well, why didn't you show us? You know what? I'm trying as hard as I can, but y'all are being thick-headed. And for some reason, you're wanting to push back, and I just keep having to look at this stuff and reread it and look for more information because I am bound to make sure that you don't change into the Christian church, that the Lord's church doesn't turn into the disciples of Christ like it did and have to split off like they did in the early 1900s. Now, this is very important. Late 2012, Shelly announced that he would be stepping down in his role as president at Rochester College by September of 2013. And this guy's last post, John Tyson, was Rochester College. And what was he doing there? Man, it just doesn't get much easier than this when you really get down to it.